So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. Crazy Cat Lady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purpose.
Hi everybody, Martha here. So this is for Book of Boba Fett episode 4 review. This one was a little bit better than the third one, I would say. It's like it's like a pattern: bad episode, good episode, bad episode, good episode. A little bit. So, but this episode was where we learned Boba finding Finnick, which was like during the first season of Mandalorian, when Mando was hunting her down, and so he ends up saving her, taking her to like a place where you get robot parts inside of him since she got shot by a gun, by a blaster. She needs to be repaired, so it's kind of like a tattoo parlor, basically. But instead of getting tattoos, you get parts, and just like in a tattoo parlor, you have to set an appointment. You just can't go in there. If you want to like set up right away, you have to pay more than usual, and so, but they don't cover her up. So eventually that does they like add on to it, because they never them like showing the parts that she got from the gun wound. When we see them again in Mandalorian in season 2, so yeah, and they make a deal after she like wakes up afterwards that she would help Bubba get his ship, because the guy who took over after Jabba, always forget his name, but he always he has the ship. So, and there's too many guards, so Bubba can't do it by himself. So they're gonna team up together, and once they get the ship back, her debt is paid. So they team up together and figure out a way to get the ship, and they just break them for one of the vents, and we see two droids. They're cooking for them, and they end up scaring. I think one of them I've seen in Return of the Jedi before, and they end up catching one of the droids that was a rat catcher, and they end up getting them like inside the ship, and Bubba has a hard time removing the ship in that little small area, so Finnick has to keep him like shooting them and get out that way. But sorry, I always have barking dogs in the background, but I have them outside. So they end up getting out, get the ship out, and they go 2 different places with the ship on the planet. Finnick decides to stay with him, and they decide to go to, after he says goodbye to his little horsey friend, and so they decide to go back to the Scarlet Pit to see if they find the armor, because Boba was knocked out when the Jawas took out his armor, so he does not know the Jawas have his armor. So he went down to the Scarlet Pit without his armor, and so he gets almost has like a little problem with the Nelson acid, and that's why he has to be in the healing chamber, because of all the acid that's on him from the second time going to the Scarlet Pit look for the armor. So, and the other thing they do, he kills the bad gangsters that killed the sand people, his friends, as a little payback with the ship. And so they have no way defending themselves with that at all. They did not even see that coming. Serves them right. So, anyway, then they decide to go that, and that's when the flashbacks would end. He no longer needs the healing tank because he's all the way healed. I don't know if we're gonna have any more flashbacks after this, since we were basically all caught up because we would have know what happened after then because he would go out and look for his armor from after Mando that way. And so he asks the other territory people around the planet for help against the spice people, and they basically will just ask them to stay neutral because they don't want to help, and they won't train him. But they at first are a little difficult, so the Rancor scares them because they're right above where the Rancor is. They're eating right there. So a little intimidation. But the Wookiee, they got the Wookiee to work for them. They went to the restaurant and hired the Wookiee. After the Wookiee tried to kill the lizard people, the lizard aliens, because I guess in the comics they tried to enslave him and put him into a gladiator arena. So he's kind of mad at them. So he tries to kill them, and we have the whole entire thing that, remember what Han said in the first Star Wars movie? Be careful, Wookiees will tear off your arm, and we can literally see this Wookiee tear off this lizard guy's arm. So, yeah. And so, the Wookiee works for Boba now, and as hired hand, and so he's there to keep an eye on, make sure the guys listen to him, and so he thinks that they're going to need more help because they don't know who the spice guys are working for yet. So a lot of people think that we're going to see Mando, because right now we have no idea what Mando's doing right now at the moment, since he let Luke have Grogu. So we don't know what he's doing right now. So maybe he'll be in the next episode. This is just, we'll find out. It'll be really great to see him again because I miss him. So this episode was actually pretty good. A lot of action. So hopefully the next episode will still be good. So I'm gonna give this one, I would say, 8 out of 10. So I'll see you guys later. Like, favorite, and subscribe. And goodbye.